Once again, good evening to all of you. Let's see an example program on passing values and objects in the methods as well as constructors along with this keyword. Okay, this example will clear all your doubts how to pass values, how to pass objects over methods and constructors, and how we are going to use this keyword also. Okay, you know, every Java program is going to start executing from program driver program driver. Then immediately it is going to execute an object jk j1 equal to new jk of 5 comma 6, meaning that it is going to create one j1 object, and it is calling what, jk constructor, which is accepting two parameters of type int. First one, so first it is going to create a memory for that jk class. It is defined 100, that 100 will be here, and it's going to place this dot a means current class object is what, j1. This dot a equal to a is formal parameter, that means 5 comma 6, means 5 comma 6 are passed here. Then it is going to produce uh, double parameter constructor. Okay, I mean, first double parameter constructor is going to execute, then it is going to assign 5 comma 6, then it is going to print this dot. What is this? Current class object, that means 5 comma 6 will be printed, double colon 5 comma 6 will be printed. Okay, so this is what about jk with two parameters. Next it is going to call j1 dot m of 10. What is j1? J1 is an object. With respect to that object we can call an instance method. What parameter it is passing? An integer parameter 10. So it is going to check m of integer parameter p, meaning that p contains what value? 10. P contains the value 10. This is called with respect to j1. Then it is going to print method with single parameter value. Method with single parameter value. Then this dot a equal to p. What is this now? What is current class object? Current class object is j1 only. J1 only. Okay, I mean, if we observe this one, jk j1 equal to new jk of 5 comma 6. Whatever thing that you are writing over left side, that is a source, or we can call it as current class object. Current class object always referred with this. So j1 is with respect to left side of dot operator. So this means j1. J1 means this dot j1 dot a. J1 dot a is 5. In that place, it is going to copy what value? P value. What is p value? 10. 10 will be copied. Now system dot out dot println with object parameter, with object parameter, it is printing this dot a. This dot a means j1 dot a, meaning that 10 comma this dot b 6 you are getting. Okay, fine. Next, with object parameter this, with object, I mean, what are the thing I have written there? A comma b. What is a comma b now? A comma b with respect to the same object, right? With respect to same object, a comma b is again 10 comma 6 1. There is no difference here. Yes. Next, jk j2 equal new jk, meaning that once again a new object is created, j2, and it is going to place some values. That values is depend upon jk constructor. J constructor. What are the values? Is there an operation? There is no operation. It is just printing. Default constructor. Default constructor. In the morning I said, if we didn't allocate any values, then it is going to place a default value 0 comma 0. This address is 200. It is pointed 200. Okay, fine. Next, jk j3 equal new jk of j1. What we are doing? We are passing object now. Until now we have seen only passing values. Now we are passing object. When we are passing object, the same thing ma. jk j3 equal to new jk of j1. This is current class object. This is formal parameter object. Okay, so jk j3 means it is going to create once again a reference j3, and it is going to create the memory for this class jk. So first let me check which parameter is accepting. As I am passing here object of type what? User defined data jk of jkl. Yes, this is going to execute. Yes. So here it will be pointed like this. Its address is 300. 300. Now, depending upon type of operation, it is performing. But for time now, it is placing zero values. We are not assigning anything. Yes. Okay. Now, what we are doing here, it is going to call single parameter object constructor. See, J1 is passing what value? J1 contains some address 100. 100 is passed to where? L. Meaning that L contains also 100. Meaning it will be pointed like this. Pointed like this. Now it is trying to print. Single parameter object constructor with object parameter this. With this, you are going to get this dot here. What is this now? This is current class object. Current class object. What is current class object? Left side, that is J3. J3 dot A 0. J3 dot B 0. Okay. Next L dot A, L dot B. What is L? L dot A is 10 with what we can call object L dot A 10 comma 6. 10 comma 6. Now next statement, important statements. L dot A equal this dot A plus L dot B. What is L dot A? L dot A is 10. In this 10, I am going to replace with this dot A. What is this dot A? Means J3. J3 dot A is 0. 0 plus L dot B 6. 6 plus 0, that is 6. Next, this dot B. This dot B means this location. J3 is this dot B equal to L dot A. What is L dot A? 6 plus this dot B. Again 0. 0 plus 6 is 6. Yes. Next, it is going to print single parameter object constructor after processing. After processing, something is there. Next, this dot A, this dot B. What is this dot A? J3 dot. So it is going to print 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6. Next, with object parameter L dot A, L dot B. What is L dot A, L dot B? 6 comma 6. Antena? Yes. Yes. Object passing is completed. Next, we are trying to call J3 dot M1 of J1, meaning that for a method I'm going instant method I'm going to call with respect to an object J3 and J1 is an object we are passing. So J3 is a current class object, J1 is a formal parameter. So whenever you observe this, you are going to check for J3. Yes. Now J3 dot M1, which is accepting parameters object. So here I am going to define right user defined data type. Yes. Now Y contains what value? J1. What is J1 again? 100. So Y also contains 100. As it contains 100, it will be pointed like this. Okay. Now J3 dot M1. J3 is this one already created. I am passing here, coming here. Yes. Next, you are going to get method with single parameter object. Next, with object parameter. With object parameter. What is Y dot A? 6 comma 6. 6 comma 6. What is this dot A? This dot B? 0 comma 6. With object parameter this dot A comma 0 comma 6. Okay. Next, we are performing object copy, meaning that the value which is present in J1, the value which is present in J1 is copied to where? J4 object. J4 object, meaning that J4 is also one reference which contains what value? J1 value. J1 value is what? 100, meaning that it is also pointed to this one. Now I'm trying to perform with J4 object. With J4 object. J4 dot A. What is J4 dot A? 6 and J4 dot B is 6. With J1 object, meaning that 6 comma 6. J1 dot 6 comma 6. I mean, what is my intention here is whenever you are making assigning some address to some other reference, both is pointed to same location, but when we are passing an object, it may yield to different results. Okay, so I hope you got clarity over this entire concepts. Okay, so let's see whether these are all correct or not. I have already written this program. Okay, let me execute. Okay, Java C space E22 dot Java space E22. Oh, you got what happened? Yes, we got huge output that you want to show, right? See, just check. I'm placing in corresponding places. Double parameter 5 6. Okay, double 5 and this b is 6. Okay, method with the single parameter value. Then I got 10 comma 6. Then I got 10 comma 6. Then I'm calling default constructor. Then I'm calling single parameter object constructor. Then I got 0 comma 0. Then 10 comma 6. Then single parameter the object. Then 0 comma 6, then 6 comma 6, then it is calling method with single parameter, then it is calling hmm, calling 6 comma 6, then it is calling 0 comma 6, then it is calling 6 6 and it is getting 6 6. Okay, I hope this example have rectified all your doubts. Okay, so this is for today's class.